question of government agencies alone or duty bearers, even citizens. Now, as a committee has been going around the country, every corner of this country, every county of the 47, the issue of compensation is crucial. And so I agree with the chair to the commission when she says that they may not just yet have the numbers, and that's why they are compiling the lists from various government agencies, including from the police. Remember, too, that those that will be victims of compensation are not just citizens. They are police officers who may have been injured while discharging their duties. So those too will be victims of compensation who may have suffered injuries, death, whatsoever. So I think that's one thing that we want to make clear as we guard or as we appeal to citizens not to use this opportunity to lodge fraudulent claims at the Commission.
Thank you. I think I'll just pick up from there and to confirm that for now we can't give you a number because we do not want to give you a number. Then tomorrow when the number is bloated, it will be said that the Commission has increased the numbers. We want to verify the information so that when we give out the number, it is of victims who have been verified through the various mechanisms. One of the things we've also put in place is an appeals process. For those who will bring their information and we feel they do not meet the threshold, they have an opportunity to appeal to that particular team. And if the appeals team verify their claims, then they'll be included in the list. So for now, we cannot give you a certain number. We will only have the number once the process is clear. On the issue of false claims, the law is very clear. If you first of all utter a false document, you forge documents, you will be prosecuted. But if you also give false information, you can be prosecuted and under the penal code. So what we are doing is the police is on alert for anyone who will be suspected of giving false information. We will hand them over to the police to take them through the court process. And as has been mentioned, that is why we have experts who will help us to verify the documentation. The doctors will help us to verify medical reports, and the police will help us to verify reports that were made to the police. So that will help us to weed out the false claims. Then there was a question about the bill taking long. Remember, we have said that there are two processes that we are doing. There's the bill, or the framework, reparations framework, that is very comprehensive, that will have to go through Parliament for adoption. So we will submit that. But we are also submitting a guide on compensation. So the guide on compensation will address the current need to fast track the compensation bit of it. But the legal process of developing a framework will be ongoing. But within the 60 days period that we've been given, we will submit both the documents. So on the side of the Commission, we will have finalized our mandate and hand it over to Parliament or to the institution that is required then to move the process forward. Then just remember that the issue of reparations is a voluntary process. You cannot force people to take compensation if they do not want. So that is why we are calling out for those who want to be in the list. And they will also sign a consent form for them to be included in the list for compensation. So for those who do not want, maybe they are comfortable with an apology, that is still reparations. And we are hoping that as Kenyans, we can look at this thing holistically and not just as a compensation issue. So those are the issues that, that were asked, and I think I've answered all of them.
One follow-up, just one.
So I'm wondering about the place of judiciary in this whole process. Have you about the issue where the case is going to the team, and then you make a decision on a particular matter, and then it's again challenging in court? How do you go about that?
I think it's everyone's right to go to whichever platform or whichever institution they want justice from. For us, remember, we are not dispensing justice in that sense of, hearing your case and determining that someone is guilty, someone needs to pay you. We are looking at this as a process of righting a wrong that happened. even the threshold is totally different. For the ones who have already gone to court, the court has a system of hearing evidence and making awards. If they receive awards from the courts, I think it can be referred that they already received compensation from this particular process, so that there's no duplication of someone receiving an award through the court process or through the, through this particular process. For the court process, ideally the aim is to find someone guilty of having violated someone's rights. But if we had included this person in this list of compensation, our duty is to inform the court that this person has already been compensated. So the court may just find the perpetrator guilty, but on the bit of compensation, our role is to inform the court that this has already been done. I hope that's enough.
If somebody make a decision on someone saying, I want this amount of money, and they say, did you got enough for the wrong that was done on my child or something?
It's what we are doing. We are using proper guidelines on compensation. So someone cannot come and say this is not enough, because it's not an amount it cannot bring back the person. It cannot take you back to where you are. It's just a way of saying pole. So it will never be enough. It will never be enough. It's just an amount to, make it easier for you as you go through the process of dealing with a loss. And that's how we are taking it. And that's the whole essence of reparations, to repair what was wronged. And remember, when you're repairing something, you don't go back to the original position. It's just a way of making things slightly easier or better for you.
Okay, thank you. The Commissioner can now receive the report.
Madam Chair.
Thank you. And thank you to your team for the support to the Commission.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. That's the end of our press conference. We'll allow the team to continue their meeting and we take our leave. Thank you very much.